Hi Cancer, this is Marishi Machasaloka. Let's see what is your situation as of now and what you need to hear from me right now. Cancerians out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is it that you need to hear from me right now? Cancerians. What is it that you need to hear from me right now? This topic here, we're looking at the Four of Swords. There is an energy of resting. Alright, when I'm looking at the Four of Swords, taking a time off. There is something about healing, or because there is a candle, okay, being lit within the shoe. So there is something about getting charged up, if that makes sense. You needing the time off to charge yourself, getting awakened. Need to rest. Maybe you were going through this rest phase. All right, some of you might be dealing with a Libra energy. Cancerians out there, can we have the first card, please? Cancerians out there. Your first card is, the Temperance. Cancerians, Three of Wands. There is alignment coming through in your life. I get a very slow energy with your reading, like it's jerky, all right? But it's like balance is coming through, if that makes sense. And this is something which you had been wanting or waiting on, all right? Something which you had been waiting on, things are aligning for you. Yeah, Hangman, I'm telling you. There's something about keeping yourself in limbo because you were waiting for things to align. For some of you, because I saw the Hangman, behind the Hangman was the Devil's energy. There is something about feeling trapped. Okay? I'll show you. The Hangman, and then the Devil. So it seems like you were kept bound because this person is pretty much mummified within this coffin. Okay? You can't move. You are stuck. Even if you want to, you can't release yourself because you were under some kind of a, I don't know how to say that. Something was keeping you stuck. It could be toxic habits as well. You just did not know how to, it could be procrastination. Okay, I will do this. Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be, the first day. But that tomorrow never comes. If you look at this card up close, these people are drinking up. It's like gluttony. Okay, so it's like toxic habits. You always keep it for another day, but that day never comes. So there is something about you're being awakened now. Okay, there is this, when I spoke about the Temperance, there is this clarity or balance which is coming through. Okay? Let's move on. Some of you might be dealing with a strong Sagittarius energy, Three of Wands, an Aries energy, or probably a Capricorn energy. There is balance coming through. I think up here as well. Okay. Uh, yeah. Can we have the next card, please? Cancerians. This one. Magician. Ooh. Behind the deck, we've got the World card. There is something about you putting yourself out there in the world. Okay, the Magician along with the World, you are projecting yourself like whatever you're capable of. Magician, there is this energy of this person knowing the shit, right? Very somehow I'm unable to speak. Okay, I'm unable to express myself. I don't know what that is about. We're looking at the Hermit's energy as well. Three major arcanas. Actually, four major arcanas: Temperance, Magician, World card, along with the Hermit. It's like projecting, like whatever you're good at. Like you might be good at a craft or some skill, and you putting yourself out into the world. You're exposing yourself. Okay, and I get this energy with the Hermit. You had been keeping yourself hidden. Okay, even with that Hangman energy I showed you, this person was in the coffin and she or he was fully cloaked up. Okay, so there was this energy of being hidden from the world. Okay, even with this Hermit, let me show you the card once. There's something you possess which you're going to put out there. Okay, ooh, Tower, I don't know where the Hermit is. But that person was cloaked up. Okay, so it's like moving in the shadows, that kind of energy. But that is about to shift. Because the Ace of Wands along with the Tower, there is something about you getting it's like being struck by the lightning. Something is changing in your world. Earlier, when I was speaking about the Temperance, I was staring at this card. I was thinking, is it external energy? Like, what? Because it came along with the Three of Wands. So it's like, is it coming from outside? You were waiting on this to come through? Or are you doing it by yourself? But when I'm looking at the Ace of Wands along with the Tower energy, it's like being hit by the lightning. Something shifts within you. Okay? It's like the time and the clock is 11:11. I think there is this external influence which is bringing about that shift in your life. There is this alignment within the timing. Okay, I'm not even joking. 11:11. Something is aligning for you. The timing is perfect. All right, and it's like the Tower. Like things are going to shake up in your world. That kind of energy. And you're not going to be in hiding anymore with that Magician's energy. You are going to be all, look at me kind of energy. All right, it came along with the world. You are not scared of people seeing you, being noticed. Earlier, it was not the same. It wasn't the story. All right, they want me to look at this guy. The world. Okay. It's almost like you want to be seen. It's like a red cloak. It's almost like, look at me. Look at what I can do. That kind of energy. It's not pompous. It's just you're ready. All right. It's like there is thunderbolt on this person's above his head. So it's like something shifted in the way you're thinking. You are not willing to hide anymore. You're coming out of that phase. We started off with the Four of Swords, where I said you want the time to heal. Maybe it's like even the Hermit energy. It's like being in solitude. Okay, you were in a process. Even when I showed you the Four of Swords, there was a candle in that shoe. Okay, so it's like being awakened. So you could have been working on yourself, but now something shifted. All right. Okay, some of you might be dealing with a Gemini energy. Not relevant. All right, this is all about you, Cancerians. Can we have the next card, please? Cancerians out there. In the center of the reading is the Seven of Wands. There is this energy of being ready for anything. All right, you're willing to, you're prepared now. Does that make sense? You're prepared to protect your energy. Does that make sense? But I'm looking at the Temperance along with the Seven of Wands. There is something about you're very well prepared for the world, maybe. Okay? So almost like, I don't know, in the Hindu mythologies, all the wars and all, they carry the mace. Okay? It's like an Indian weapon. Okay? So that's the kind of, that's what I'm seeing in this picture. All right? It's a little weird, but it's like you are ready for battle. Does that make sense? Okay, you're wielding the mace and you're like, all right, do you want to fight me? And that kind of energy, you are facing the world. There's something about you where you're like, I'm ready. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Behind the deck is a Nine of Swords. Do you want me to look at something else as well? Sorry. What is it? Six of Pentacles. If you were scared before, or it could be an exterior, all right? When I'm looking at the Nine of Swords, inside, there is a storm going on outside, if you can hear the wind. That makes sense. It's getting louder, all right? There is a storm within you. It makes you anxious, okay? But then, you are projecting yourself as somebody who's fearless when I'm looking at this Seven of Wands. So it's almost like a facade. Okay? When people look at you, they are like, oh my God, like what happened? What changed? So that's why I'm saying you're ready to face the world now, even though it is scary. Okay? You're anxious. You're scared with, inside. You're not showing it on your face, your posture. People will think twice to mess with you. That kind of energy. Alright, moving on. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo energy or probably a Gemini. Cancerians out there. Can we have the next card, please? Again, we're looking at the world. Alright, the Magician and the world again. Same thing. You possess something which is something the world gets to see. Okay? For some of you, you have magic within yourself. Or something within you, like your craft, your skill is magical. It could be music. Alright? It's like, you can sing beautifully. Or you can play the piano beautifully. It's the magic within you, which you're putting it out there. You could paint. Okay? You can create a little magic with your brush. And you're putting it out into the world. People get to see it. Behind the deck is the Four of Swords. This is what I explained earlier. This is the first card which came through, but I connected it earlier with with the world and the first vote. So you were taking the time off, but you were working on yourself, all right? But then this is the candle within the shoe. So even when you were isolated from the world, you kept to yourself, but there is this energy of being awakened from within. Now you're ready for the world, all right? I want you to look at this. Yes, you have something powerful within yourself with this Ace of Wands. Along with the Tower. Did these two come out earlier? This combination came out earlier. Something. Might seem like a blessing. All right, there is going to be a shift within your life. You're holding some kind of an power within yourself. Ace of Wands. I get this energy. Your world is going to change drastically from here on. All right, things are going to align for you when you show your magic. All right, Ace of Wands as well. When you're ready for the world, your life is going to change drastically. All right, there is going to be a huge shift happening because you're finally holding that wand. Okay? All right. Can we have the last card, please? Cancerians. Whoa. There is this energy of this cards. A couple of cards slipped out, so I'm going to read this one. Nine of Wands, the Emperor. There is something about always being guarded. All right, your energy, even though you're coming through as the Emperor. Or you might be guarding yourself from the Emperor. I don't know. There is this energy of protecting yourself. Okay, it's almost like you're very guarded. You're very protective about your space. That could be the reason why you could have been cloaked for a very long time. All right, you were in the dark. You kept yourself in the dark. You kept yourself hidden for a long time because you were scared of the Emperor? What do you want to tell me with this Nine of Wands along with the Emperor? Nine of Wands. You were protecting yourself from someone, High Priestess. You were protecting your... Some of you could be High Priestess, like seers. The magic within you could be your intuition. Like you might have gifts. All right, when I showed you that Ace of Wands, I did not want to speak about it, but they're showing me the High Priestess. You wanted this capability of yours to be kept hidden. Yes, the Tower. I'm getting the words, you did not want to be found. Found out. You did not want to expose yourself. Oh. What else do you want to tell me with this Nine of Wands? Seven of Pentacles. Along with the Lover's energy. Behind the deck is a Three of Cups. Not sure. King of Wands. King of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Something. You might have been hiding it from, I get this energy you were waiting and you did not want your future to be affected by this, if that makes sense. Because High Priestess, along with the Seven of Pentacles is a waiting energy. And then we have the Lovers. When I spoke about you did not want this, this side of yours to be exposed, it could be, you didn't want people to know because you did not want people to see you as a High Priestess, if that makes sense. King of Wands along with the Emperor. Ten of Pentacles as well. You didn't want your future to be affected, but now I see you unbothered. All right. That was weird. Like you were on guard. All right. The time was 11:23, 11:23. But it's like you're taking off. Okay, you're unbothered anymore. You're not on the fence anymore. You don't mind. That is why we have the World card multiple times. You're not bothered anymore. People finding out. Cancerians, can we have the last card, please? I get this energy, you might possess certain gifts. Okay, abilities. You get High Priestess. First Swords again. Along with the Judgment. You made your decision. Okay? It's almost like you've taken the time off. But it's like you went through a test, if that makes sense. There is this energy of the Phoenix rising, all right, within this card as well. It's almost like you are getting reborn. Okay? There is something about you which is changing. And that is going to come after this break. You ready for the world? Oh. Again, energy of being reborn, and there is a hand over you. Like I would say, because the Temperance as well. Something about the timing. Very interesting card with the Judgment here. And there is a hand which is coming through from the clouds. All right, and it's pointed. Something is pointed. It looks like a needle. It's pointed towards this person's, this lady's head. So it's like there is a blessing over you. Okay, you are being reborn. And you're being guided as well. I'm just going to break the deck here. The decision which you're making right now, okay, First Swords along with the Temperance energy. It's a very guided energy. And something about the timing as well. I'm just going to break the deck here. There is something about your old self is, you're breaking free from your old self. If I remember right, there was a Devil's energy as well. And I show you about the Gluttony. Was it for this reading? I'm not really sure because I've been doing, this could be the 8th reading, continuous. Yeah, Ace of Wands. What was I going to say? Tight. Yeah, I just broke the deck, right? So Ace of Wands along with the Tower, it keeps coming together. Okay? And I feel like it's very significant for you. I feel like it's a blessing. Okay, because I was focusing on this needle which is pointed at this lady's head. It's almost like a guidance, and they're giving you some kind of blessing as well, which is going to, you know, shake up your system, if that makes sense. It could be downloads or something, some kind of, you know, you're getting enlightened, if that makes sense. Yeah. That's it. And I get this energy, this break which you might have taken, where you put yourself in the solitude energy, has worked out in your favor because there is a blessing which is sharpened. All right? You possess that blessing and it's sharp. Your intuition could be very sharp because it's pointing at your head. Even when I started with the reading, I spoke about very jerky reading. Okay, it's like, you know, it's not smooth. It keeps jerking. I don't know how to explain that. And they showed me the Knight of Swords. All right, Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. I don't know why I had to speak about the jerky energy. That's what I picked up while I was breaking the deck. And they showed me the Knight of Swords. I think if your energy was like, you know, each time you try to take off, it's like jerky, you know, it's like the brakes fail or the tire gets punctured. Okay, each time you try to take off, that happens. Okay, when I was doing the reading as well, it was like, you know, I couldn't go smooth. All right, it kept, you know, stopping me. It was like after each sentence there is a full stop. Like, you know, that I don't know how to explain it. But they're showing me with this Knight of Swords, if that was how things were, that is about to change with the Knight of Swords. Things are going to take off real, you know, full speed. Okay? There is no more halts, no more halting, no more breaks. Yeah, energy shifted. Okay, so far I was trying so hard to, to make this reading, you know, that's the usual way. But something was different about this reading, and it makes sense with this Knight of Swords. So they just wanted to say about things are going to move very smoothly. It's almost like, you know, the wheels are lubricated. Nothing is going to stop this shift anymore. Okay, the wheel is turning forward. That's it. I wish you the very best, whoever it is. All right, if this is relevant to you, because you come through as a strong character with the Magician's energy. And I think it could be, you know, when I'm speaking about the Magician along with the World card, I might see you. Okay? Whatever your talent is, or somehow you are going to be in the limelight, center of attention, that kind of energy. So if it makes sense, let me know. Just put it in the comment. Yeah? That's it. I wish you the very best. This is Marishi, your Shloka and Lexa. Bye bye.